Okay, we just made it to the preserve. We're on leash right now just because there are other people hiking right now. And we'll wait until we get them off trail and I'll let her go. I haven't been out here in a very long time. It's been too hot, too buggy. Dahmi hasn't wanted to go anywhere. And I haven't enforced it. It's only in the 70s today, low 70s, so it's nice. Sun is warm, but it's not hot, it's not humid, it's dry, it's nice. Perfect fall day. We just had Labor Day weekend yesterday. It's Monday, Labor Day. I've only ever mountain biked this area once. I'm old now and I'm not good at mountain biking anymore. I do it, but I don't like falling. I don't like bruising. I don't like getting hurt. So I still enjoy riding. Here, do you gotta go potty? Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead. Oh yes, she's gotta go. Very badly. She's a good girl. She gets off the trail always to go potty unless she's stuck on the leash. Here she comes. She's gotta go running. I had to get out. I've been editing videos all morning. Yesterday for half a day, I developed a new website for the backyard horse enthusiast. So that was pretty intense. I thought my head was going to explode. So then I got in the car and I went to Cedar Lake and met my friend Jen there, and we paddled around the lake for an hour and a half. Then I met my daughter and son-in-law at Pataconk for cocktails yesterday afternoon into the early evening. It was a great weekend, and we started the weekend at the Haddam Neck Fair. Oh, and taste testing coffee, Morning Movement coffee, which we did videotape. And after they announced the winner, I'll publish that tasting because we don't want people to have our results. It was fun. And I will say that my daughter is now a Morning Movement fan. She thinks their coffee is exquisite. She's not wrong. I'm going to be huffing, guys. I huff even when I'm not climbing hills. Right, Dom? My mom's out of shape. Even when I'm in shape, I'm always huffing. I mean, I'm pretty active for 61. I'm not obese. I'm always moving, except when I'm editing videos. So guys, I've got another inner child healing work group starting the beginning of October. So if anyone's interested, please send me an email at transformativepathways@gmail.com. transformativepathways@gmail.com. If you're interested, it's a 12-week group. They're really getting popular. As far as a fee goes, I go by donation, sliding scale, whatever you can afford. And if you can't, don't let that stop you. I have no expectations for profit or monetary gains when it comes to my healing work. I just want people to get the help they need and to grow and heal and live as their true authentic selves. So this is not cost prohibitive coaching at all. It's the reason I'm now making these videos and have now become monetized, my YouTube channel, The Backyard Horse Enthusiast, so that I can continue to offer coaching, do his walking rehab, plus it's my night to feed. Wow, it's so nice and not buggy, unlike what it was like a few weeks ago. Tripping over my own 2 feet. Forget you gotta pick your feet up when you're going over rocks. Hee hee. A lot of times I'll come out here and I'll do an angel meditation or actually pray my rosary while I'm hiking. Sometimes I use the time to catch up with someone on the phone, you know. And sometimes, like today, I just want to walk. I'll pray my rosary on my way to the barn tonight because I do it daily. And I always start my day with prayer on my knees and being thankful and grateful for all the abundance and love in my life. All the opportunities. I'll tell you folks, when you trust and surrender to God, oh my gosh, miracles happen. And that's exactly what's happened in my life. Hey, nosy, come on. You smell something good? And you're marking your territory. Get your butt down here, you little cutie pie. Come on, let's go. Let's go. You should be in the lead. Excellent. Oh. I haven't met with my group in a week and a half. Yesterday was a holiday when we normally meet on Monday nights, but we're gonna meet tomorrow night, Wednesday night instead. We're coming into the close of this 12-week group. Always makes me sad, happy for the participants and their growth. They will take their clean sweep test again to see where they've made improvements in 4 major categories: relationships, health, financial health, emotional well-being. And yeah, typically after a 12-week run, they do really well. They score really high at the end because they've made such wonderful improvements in their lives. It's profound work, you know, it's unlike talk therapy. It's not conventional at all. It's very experiential. Who's that? And once you do the work, you're done with that part of it. You know, you don't forget it, but it doesn't trigger you any longer, which is so awesome. So many of us just live in a constant state of trigger where our limbic brain is running the show, and that's all emotions. And it can have just awful effects on your relationships and yourself. So we like to get to the nitty-gritty and take it out and explore it and heal it and say, okay, we're done. Next. I'm kind of talking quietly, one, because my voice is annoying. Whose isn't, right? No one likes to hear themselves on video. And also because there are people out here somewhere. Oh, she's pooping again. Something about the trails, huh, Dahmi? Wow, you are really, yeah, attacking that ground, aren't you? She's happy. She loves coming out here in the winter time because we come out super early and we run into her friends. Dyson. Grayson and I can't remember the other one's name, but they're black and white too, mostly white with black spots. And she loves them and they play. And Kim and I catch up. We're just acquaintances. We're trail acquaintances. She's a mad mountain biker. It's awesome. In the winter, she'll have her fat bike out here. It's my favorite time of the year to hike as well. I get a little leery when I'm out here this time of the year and right into like October because, you know, the nights are cold and the days warm up and then the snakes come out and sun themselves. And I can't tell you how many times Dahmi and I have just about like stepped on them. Here she comes. She's happy. I'm glad she wanted to come out. I didn't think so earlier when I asked her. She ran back in, jumped on the bed like, nope, I'm not going anywhere. Then when I asked her a second time, a few hours later, she said, yep, let's go. And I don't wait. When Dahmi says she wants to go, I get my shoes on, grab the keys, get her gear on. She's not wearing much today, just a collar. We used to come out, she'd have a harness. She'd have this collar on her because this collar has, that's a GPS unit. And she would also wear a, I hate to call them a shock collar, even though that's what they are. I only ever have to beep her to get her attention. But yeah, and I have a leash around my neck just in case we run into someone that's got a dog. I don't want to spook anyone or get them upset, so I'll put her back on the leash. And but she's done so well in her training that we're really not in training anymore. Last summer it was all training because when I rescued her, she really wasn't that schooled in walking on a leash, to be quite honest. And so I need to know that I can retrieve her in an instant. So that's what we had to work on for months. 5 months probably. I don't know, Dahmi, if we'll find any water. I'm trying to think. I don't think we've really had that much rain recently, so everything's probably dried up. My car will thank me for it. But Dahmi loves the water. And we do live by the shore, so I think it's after October we can start actually going on the beaches. So she can play in the water. She'll be happy. Hi, baby girl. Come. 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 Come on. Let's let this, whoop. Let's let this person go by. Oh, maybe they're not. Okay. Never mind, they're going a different way. I don't blame them. I would not want to go up this hill, huh, Dom? I wouldn't want to go up this hill. I have not taken her mountain biking yet with me. I only want to do it with another person. Oh, my knees are a little sore today. That's interesting. Dahmi, let's go down this way. We haven't done this in a while. No, let's go this way. Because last time we went to the right and we missed our turn because that trail bypassed it. It's nice to be out. It was nice yesterday to be on the lake too. It was really breezy, which was so awesome, but it was sunny. But the water, even though it was a lake, it was kind of choppy, which was fun. Got a good upper body workout, that's for sure. Paddling. You know, you get old and like all of a sudden you got bat wings for arms and creepy skin on your legs and arms. It's just, ugh. Like, what the heck, man? Why? Come on, baby girl. Yeah, we'll go up to the left. Do a circle. We'll do a loop. Yeah. That's funny. Huh. I'm lucky. Neither one of my animal friends are afraid of bridges or water or anything. Dakota's the same way. He'll cross any bridge, any water, no matter how deep it is. He loves it, which I'm grateful for. Because there are horses that are terrified of water. They don't have any depth perception, so asking them to step into a dark mass of water, even a puddle, is terrifying initially for them. They don't know if they're gonna take a step and get swallowed. So I understand that. But Dakota is just fierce. He's not a scaredy cat of very much. He's also a stoic horse. So he doesn't often tell you when he's in pain. That's why when he came up lame a week ago, I knew we were in trouble. I knew something big and bad happened because a few years ago, 2 years ago, he had a laminitic episode, and that's painful. And he never spiked a fever. He never took a misstep. He never acted ouchy. The only way we knew was because we could see the laminitic stretching in his foot. But otherwise, he carried on as usual. And it's like right now, with his injury, he's walking completely fine. There's no swelling. There's no ouchiness. He's not walking lame. But, oh, look at that. Oh, look at that beautiful bird. Is that an eagle? What is it? Where'd it go? Doggone it. Where are you? How absolutely beautiful is this? Just beautiful. We're so lucky to live so close to such beauty. I feel for people who are stuck in the city, you know, that don't have access to this serenity. And I always feel so peaceful when I'm in the middle of the woods. Just heaven to me. I often thought I would bring Dakota here and ride these trails. I had him for 1 month. He stayed at a boarding facility last winter for the month of January. And I wasn't sure if we were going to end up staying there, even though we knew going in it was temporary until the new place opened up, which we didn't end up staying but 4 months, right? What was it? February, March, April, May, June. 5 months we were there. And we had to leave. It was, I just figured out that the facility owner, a much older gentleman, is just a cranky old man that likes to spar with people, you know? And he took an almost immediate disliking to me because I, you know, insisted on certain care for my horse. And he wasn't having any part of that, so I knew I had to get Dakota out of there. Dakota is my horse, and I pay a boarding fee so that you can care for my horse under my direction, not your own. And he didn't quite get that. He just would not do anything that I asked him to do for my horse, because he knew better, and he's not a horseman. You know, I was never fearful that he would harm my horse. It wasn't like that at all. But I wasn't happy there anymore. I was really driving there with angst and stomach ache. I hated when I'd get there and he'd bolt out of the house to come say something to me. Where you going, Mom? Hi. Eventually we're going to bring Dahmi to the new place because they have a young, looks like a lab mix, very sweet dog that gets along with everyone. It is male, so that's even better. And this way Dahmi will have a friend to play with at the barn. So I'm excited for that. We'll introduce them soon. I'd like it if Dahmi could have some friends, you know. I don't go to those public dog park kind of things. I don't like them. I get it if that's all you have, but you know, look what we have in our backyard right here. We're walking on it. So I'm not gonna take her to a park and also risk running into an aggressive dog, you know? Oh, this is completely dried up. Completely. This is usually really flooded. That's why you've got this board here to walk across. And all the trap rock. But all gone. No frogs. Where do the frogs go down when this all dries up? They go underground? Or do they start traveling and find a body of water to get in? Because there are no mud holes out here now. I'm sad because my daughter, I think she went to Denver this morning. She cracks me up because, gosh darn it, like, she's so acclimated to traveling all the time that it doesn't even faze her, you know? Like, we were out last night having cocktails and it's like, don't you feel like you need to get home and pack your suitcase and do this and do that? And it's just, nope. She's like, whatever. I forgot to ask her when she's coming home. And I always miss her terribly when she's gone. Even if I know that I would not be like driving the 30 minutes to see her during this next week, just knowing that she's not in the state, like, I get weird and sad and I miss her terribly. And then I'm so relieved when she comes home. She is my best friend. I'm estranged from my daughter, Nikki, and that makes me very sad, but I understand. Hey, you just shot dirt all up up my pant leg, Tommy. You're so fresh. In all fairness, I did walk into that, didn't I? Yes, honey. Yeah, so I have to give my daughter, my youngest daughter, the room that she needs. You know, I did, as a survivor of childhood trauma with a lot of triggers, I was really a rager for most of my life. If I got scared, which was all the time, I would go into anger mode. It's very harmful. And I'm so sorry that that was me back then, but... And I still get triggered. I still have to talk myself down. I get dysregulated and I have to breathe, anchor, explore, have awareness around that trigger. It's not easy. It's not an easy path, this healing journey, but it gets easier. You do become more aware. And you're aware of how your triggers and your reactions from being triggered land on the people around you. And it's usually not good. Nothing good can come from that. And I know Nikki will come back to me eventually. And I'll be so happy when she does. She's a very beautiful, kind-hearted, gifted individual. Sensitive, which is not a criticism at all. Just an awareness, you know. And unfortunately, she's witnessed some of my worst moments. And I can't let myself, I have a healthy shame around it so that I continue to have an awareness around it, so I don't continue with that behavior because it's damaging. I have lived self-fulfilled prophecies of relationship doom. I always would say I have a bad man picker, and I did. I had nothing to go by. I didn't have good role models as parents growing up. And I didn't have the best life skills either going into adulthood. In fact, I didn't have any. So it was always survival. Had a very poor relationship with money because it was taken from me all the time. From the time I started earning money babysitting, my parents took all my money. I couldn't even get my basic needs met. If I asked for $1 so I could get lunch when I was at work, I was told I was being selfish. So you see how these things develop later on in life into, bad choices. And they were. And I would take the crumbs from any relationship. If a man showed me attention, then that's all I needed. Didn't matter if it was good, bad, or indifferent. And then I was so insecure. I was always feeling abandoned. I dated someone for almost 9 years, and he traveled a lot for work. And every time he would say he had to go on a trip, if I couldn't go with him, I would be devastated and sad and scared and start fights and accuse him of pulling around on me, which he did eventually, but he was always being accused of it, so why wouldn't he, right? So I look back on all my relationships from marrying an alcoholic and having children with a major alcoholic. I look back and I view it all like I'm viewing someone else's life, and I can do that now. I'm not a victim of it. Just have a keen awareness. How you doing, Mama? You're tired? I know, honey, we're both a little out of shape. Last year, I think we did this every single day. Seriously. And then I turned into a weenie. But actually, I would use the heat and the bugs and all that this year to not go out. And Dahmi saying she didn't want to go out. Just more as an excuse. I could have been firmer with her and demanded that we go out, but I didn't, because I would find other things to do, which was edit videos, play with my cameras, that kind of thing. No lazing about, because I typically I multitask in a high functioning way. So a lot of times I'll be listening to my videos, my interviews in editing, and I'm listening, it's running, and at the same time I'm knitting hats on my machine. That's, you still have to manually power it to make the hats. But I'll be doing that. Organizing things. Hello,